Now, word on the street, right, Mikey, is that Bobbity Bobberson has gone into hiding under the name Dobbity Dobberson.
Oh,
That
God.
will never be tracked. Ever. Now, recently, the Sun got onto the Takamia, and I said that if you eat our tacos, you'll get cancer, right? I don't think that's how diseases work. It's not like you're gonna eat food and be like, oh, okay, now I have the plague. That's not how things work.
If you eat this pig right there, this one, you see the one. It's only a specific pig. You have to. Yeah, there you go. That one right there. If you touch that or eat it in any way, you're going to get cancer.
When kittens grow up, if you
fucking be terminal. It's just weird, isn't it? I don't understand how they fucking work.
if you order at a restaurant at midnight, you'll be served by a ghost. Okay, well, I've decided I'm probably not going to use these sources anymore for one reason. They always crash the game for a while, so I'm not going to use them anymore. So let's just chuck wasabi on it. Now, you know in ICT before, no, it wasn't ICT. Actually, maybe it was. It was science, I think. I'm not sure if you were in our class, but
I'm not sure if we had.
we weren't in the same science class, but I'm not sure if this was before we got split into different groups. But yeah, like what happened was we were gonna print it off, but the teacher told us to print it in black and white, and somebody decided it's a good idea to print 118 copies of their work. That's saving ink.
Oh, that was Alex, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
I remember that. That was funny as fuck. Did he do it in colour as well?
I think he did, yeah. That was funny.
That probably cost him at least 25 quid in fucking print credits.
It probably did, actually. It probably actually did.
It cost me at college. It cost me like 10p to do 2 sides in fucking colour.
Do you remember when you logged onto the computers? There was like this star in the corner where you could send error reports, and we always used to put your name, Slenderman, message, I'll get you.
Yeah.
That was wonderful.
Why was that? I'm pretty sure they never read that anyway.
They never did, no.
Like, even when I got it.
It's really pointless.
Like, yeah. You remember, like every 2 days, my Google Chrome would stop working. I'd have to go to the technician.
Every single lesson.
I had that problem as well. Then the technician will fix it, and then I'd go to him again and be like, oh yeah, it stopped working again. And then he tried to blame it on because I had fucking something installed on the computer. I think I installed a game on it.
You installed a game on the computer?
Yeah.
What game did you install? Five Nights at Mr. Waits.
Oh god, yeah.
Remember when we used to think? Do you remember in English? I love like how in English all we used to do was just like make up new ideas for new Five Nights games.
Oh yeah, that was fucking brilliant. That was awesome. It kind of lost its hype though, didn't it? Ages ago.
Yeah, I kind of miss when you know how what was it? Okay, you know when we used to be able to change the background on the computers, you can't do it anymore. I think I know why. Because there was always a kid in my science group who would always change his background to Osama bin Laden every single time. I remember one of them had Obama.
I remember like the fucking first, like maybe the second week that I was in school, secondary school, year 7. Jamie Ryder, and I didn't know you could change the background. He changed my background to some kind of pornography thing. It was a woman like flexing her fanny flaps. And like I couldn't get rid of it, and like for the whole fucking for ages I just had to hide my screen from the teachers.
It used to annoy me when people would crowd around you and start spamming the calculator button just...
Oh my god, that was really... that's one reason I hated... That's one of the reasons I hated sitting next to Joe and Jason, and I did love sitting next to them as well, because it was fucking hilarious.
There was like 64 calculators open, and the teacher used to blame me. I was like, did you not see the people crowding around me?
You couldn't trust them to get up and go to the fucking printer. You'd have to kind of like... watch them from across the room, like while going to the printer, wouldn't you?
I kind of.
If you're not careful, you'd go back and there'd be 16,000 fucking calculators there.
Back when I was in year 7, there used to be this website called www.20b.org, and it was a virus website that when you open it, it starts rickrolling you, right? And what happened was when you clicked the X, it came up with all the lyrics in separate tabs. So it took ages to close it, and in this one DT lesson, me and my friends kept running around rickrolling everybody. And the teacher eventually got it blocked. Just 'cause he kept
Can you imagine
recalling
that
everyone.
shut down like the fucking computer systems? Like, it's just like every
It just
single
shuts
computer in
down the
school.
entire school's power system.
No,
You know what I used to do in
no.
year 7?
What?
I used to go on GTA Wiki, right? I think it was Grand Theft Wiki, right? And I'd open up the documents, and I would always copy and paste the entire page of like all the cars in San Andreas onto like a piece of paper and then print it off. And people used to get onto me about it. They were like, "Miss Ashley's printing Grand Theft Auto again."
Fuck's sake. Wait, was this in your old school or was it?
Yeah.
Why would they even care?
We used to have one. There was this one printer that would print off so quickly it was like spitting out paper, just the paper epidemic.
We have one. When I went to Leggett, I go to Lindsay now. When I went to Leggett, there was one that was so fucking slow, and like everybody else would be using all the others, and then there'd be no one using that, so it was always free. But then you'd have like 10 pages to print off, and it just go.
I opened up
It took it
OBS.
2 minutes to print out one side of one piece of paper, and then it go. Take it back in and just go.
I opened up OBS, right, to see where I am on the recording, and it's like stuck on 237. It better not have frozen the entire video.
Fuck's sake.
I swear to
Like-
God.
It's just us talking about random shit, and it's just a picture of steak in the background.
That's literally all it is. Oh, please don't tell me it's crashed. Please. Okay, no, it went on to 632. Okay, good. It like you know what we once did? We were doing this PHSC lesson, and it was about drugs, and it's like, what do drugs do? And I was really
Did you
into.
even do anything in those lessons? I just
No.
They gave us those big sheets. of
It was
paper
at my
and
old
sat-
school. We had like this really pointless Asdan area, and the Asdan area was the library, and people would always bring like their pasta kings in there. One of my friends from primary school picked up a Bible and started punching it. The teacher was like, "Oh, stop punching the Bible." And he was like, "But miss, I'm a Bible basher." We were doing that lesson about drugs, and it was like, "What do drugs do?" And one of my friends, we were both into YTPs. He raised his hand and said, "They make you bring a light to Ganon's lair." That's the best thing ever.
I love White Peas. I still love them nowadays. They're funny as fuck.
Your Majesty, Ganon is already here. What? I don't see him here. The Dinner King has the best sentence mixing of all time, probably. Just because of his voice. It's just, I don't see him here. Remember when they were working on the roof?
I hate him too.
Run away. Remember when they were working on the roof at school, and they kept dropping all like the tiles down, somebody walked past and went, I could have died! That was hilarious.
Oh, can you remember how pissed off you were when someone threw your bag over the fucking wall, though?
Yeah, we used to do that to like every time. You know, were you there when the exam day when I came back to find my bag was in the bin? The teacher wasn't doing anything about it.
Wait, when was that?
It was exam
Wait,
day.
what
It's like
exam was it?
the bullies went
Was
from
it actual exam, like the
yeah,
GCSEs?
it was an actual exam. The bullies went from being childish to being 2 years old.
Fuck's sake.
Wow, they sure went down the years quite quickly, didn't they? Sure. Just take them back to nursery, and they'll go in there going, yeah. So why do you say like? Why do you? Excuse me, people. Why do you sound like a vibrator? It's just.
Remember that? Like, you would be sat in RM or something, and you just hear, yeah, from across the fucking room. So it's like, I used
Just
to
sat there
hate
like,
it
what are
when
you
they do that,
doing?
bullshit.
It's just. And the teacher
Fucking
was like,
this shit.
oh, I hate how the teachers always used to suck up to the bullies as well.
Yeah, that was gay.
The teachers are like, oh, bully, you're my best student. I'm like, do you
Like,
not
to be
see
honest, I
him
never
literally
really-
murdering this
I never
person?
really had problems with them. They were slight annoyances in my life. They never really did out to me.
They were always getting on to me, like every single lesson. I mean, you
just
really,
poured a fucking shit ton of stuff on the fucking table.
you really don't know how bad my science was, man. Because I was in science
Who did you
with
have in
like,
science? Wasn't it Josh Brown?
no, it was like half of the bullies. God, it was
I love
hell.
how Josh Brown was just kind of. They just kind of used him, didn't they?
Yeah. We were just sat there trying to mind our own business, and they're like, "Yeah, freaks," and I'm like, "Yeah, but we're not freaks. We don't go meh every time anything happens."
Like the best fucking insult to come up with, like, oh yeah, you smell. Oh yeah.
Like really, and then he smells of pee himself. So like really. Oh, and then there's Carlton who sits there and just punches you in the balls any chance he gets.
Although he was kind of funny sometimes, when
I will
used to-
admit he was, yeah. I think Owen was probably one of the funnier ones.
Sir, he's punching me. Shut up.
Carlton, stop touching my leg. Get
Oh,
out!
get out!
It's like Carlton stops touching my leg. He gets kicked out.
Were you? I'm not sure if we talked about this, but were you there when Carlton was sat next to the window? And then all you heard from outside was some of the sixth formers or something. They just went, "All right, David," and then threw a milkshake at the window, and it just exploded all over Carlton. Were you there?
I know, but I remember you telling me about that. It reminds me of wasn't there some person who went past in the car was like, "You're still teaching these people, you dirty pervert," like threw like a
Oh, I remember once in Mr. Waite. You know, Mr. Waite the classroom always smelled of like Watsons.
It always smelled like wet paint. It was
It's
terrible.
we found out the source of the smell, me and Carlton. I'm not sure if I think it was year 8.
Maybe.
Something like that.
Remember how he
Uh,
kept picking up cans?
And, I'm not sure if you were in the class at that point, but I was sat, you know, the far left of his lesson,
Yeah.
you know, the back where the rating was. He was sat right at the back, and I was sat one chair, desk in front of him. And he was like, "Oh, it's hot, it's cold. Can you turn the heating on, please?" And I was like, "Oh, sure, yeah." And I turned it on, and then about 2 seconds after that, all I heard from behind me is, "Turn it off! Turn it off! Turn it off! Turn it off!" And I was like, "Whoa, what the fuck?" And then I turned it off, and he's like, "Oh, dude, that stinks." As soon as we reckon that someone dropped like a what's in there years ago, and as soon as I fucking turned it on, all it just did was drift the smell of mouldy what's into Carlton's face.
Remember when there was that spider on the roof and all the girls like screamed and like tried to dash to get out of the room?
It wasn't even that big either.
It was like a tiny spider,
I don't
and we
get that. I don't
we
see
were just sat there looking at it like, okay.
I don't get that. There's all these terrifying things in the world, and they're scared of spiders, like something that's not even.
Remember how Mr. Waite used to pick up cans, and then you went to talk to him, and you came back to me and said, "Dude, there was this person." He came up to me and was like, "This guy's got a box of cans under his table."
Were you there when he was there was that big tray of there's at least like 200 pencils in it, and
Yeah.
he was walking and he just
And it just dropped everything.
Laughing. He just looked at me and was like, "Get out!"
That reminds me of the time he told you off and then he banged his knee on the table and he went, "Ha, karma."
No, it wasn't. He didn't bang his knee. I think he tripped over that wire, didn't he, and fell on the
And you went, "Ha,
It was like,
karma."
wire, and I was like, "Ha, karma." He just can't. He didn't even send me out. He just glared at me, didn't he? He just fucking stared down.
But sir, he's taking my pencil. He opened the door, grabbed the pencil, threw it out the room. He's like,
He knew,
"Get out!"
He just fucking hated me. That was like him getting revenge on me. He was like,
Remember when remember that time he was on crutches and he threw the crutches on the floor, walked across the classroom as if there was nothing wrong with him, grabbed Jason's paper, it was laminated, he tried to rip it, he tried to scrunch up, realised he couldn't, and then he just like did a pirouette spin, basketball dunk into the bin. Get out!
you have no idea how much I miss Mr. Waite's lessons.
It's funny because we never got anything done.
Like, he'd always snap each lesson as well.
What is
There'd always
this?
be one point
Why is
where
there
he just
purple
fucking
sauce?
broke his skull. Like, he'd be really calm, like the way he'd speak, he'd be like, no, like if someone did something wrong.
Oh
And all of
yeah.
a sudden, someone would push him too far, he'd just go, oh, he'd just fucking turn into the Hulk, run across the classroom, smack someone in the fucking face and rip the paper off or something.
Get out!
Well, he didn't actually smack people in the face.
Remember when he gave you detention for no reason?
Oh, dude, there was so many times. I think he just hated me. But, no, it was Josh who was getting told off when I hid behind the door, and none of them seemed to notice me.
And then you said, "I like staples."
I like staples.
Get out!
I thought Josh knew I was there. That's the thing. I thought Josh knew I was there, and neither of them knew I was there. So Josh was just stood taking all this shit off, sir. Then all they hear is, "I like staples." So then Josh just starts pissing himself, and then Sir just like starts looking around his classroom, looking for the offender. And then just sees my face in a glass pane, just like smiling behind the door.
Do you remember that time? Do you remember that time when we were in class, right? And Mr. Waite was just doing his lesson, like, yes, and this is what happened. And everybody just starts cracking up laughing. He's like, "What's going on?" You look at the table and somebody pushing their face against the glass pane on the door.
Well, I'll tell
Somebody-
you one thing that the bullies were good at was being cunts, like when they'd been sent out the lesson. Like when Alex went up to the window and just started doing that thing with his mouth. That was actually pretty funny. And then Sir kind of stood in front of it. Can you remember that? He was doing that thing with his face on the glass, and then Sir stood in front of him, so they couldn't see him. So he laid down and did it in the bottom one.
That was amazing.
That was actually really fucking funny.
That was like the best thing ever, wasn't it?
Remember when he pegged all that graffiti on me, even though I didn't do any of the graffiti?
You remember when he did?
That graffiti that had been there for like 20 years or something, yeah.
Yeah, and he blamed it on you.
Down,
Like,
it just said something like fucking gay on the wall or something, so I just said some weird shit. And he
why
just came
is
out,
that?
oh dear, look what you've done, and I just went, I haven't done anything. I haven't
Well, look what
done
you've
that.
done.
Like, you've drawn on the wall, and I was like, I don't even have a fucking pen on me.
See what you've done? That sounds like when there's people pegged the graffiti on me because they just so happened to sign the thing with the same felt tip that somebody had used to draw genitalia on the bathroom wall.
Like, it didn't even match my handwriting. And fucking, apparently it did. Like, my handwriting was proper scribbly and scruffy, and the handwriting on the wall was really elegant and nice. Then he came out and was like, no, it was you. You might not have your pen on you, you're probably hidden it or something. And I was like, where have I hidden it? On my fucking asshole. I've been stood outside all fucking day.
Do you remember
And
that?
he's just like, oh, well, it matches your handwriting. I'm like, show me where it matches my handwriting.
Literally every single.
Okay, and he literally went through my whole book, yeah? Found one page where I'd written in a different kind of writing my name on one page out of like all the 6 books in my thing. That still didn't look like it, but it was just different. So he was like, there, that's how it matches you. And I was like,
Really?
They're
They're always looking desperately for a reason to blame you.
Yeah, you actually have a disease, sir. For
Literally
one, my
every
pen's faded as fuck, meaning that it's been there for years, like all the other graffiti out there.
Every single time. Right, every single
English
time
teacher,
when
you're not very perspective, are you?
every single DT lesson that we had, in the lesson, everybody's doing work and we're just sat there looking at it, seems legit. Do
Yeah.
you remember the guy with the notepad that
That's
said
why
Dell?
I got a G in that, because I didn't do any of. I did like 3/4 of the coursework and I just couldn't be fucking arsed to do the rest, so I just sat on completed G's in review.
That's actually.
Were you in the fucking lesson when Aiden, when he was trying to put his box together with masking tape? That was brilliant.
Oh.
Me and Josh were just sat still, like working really nicely. Because me and Josh were good at working in quiet, like just chilling. And we were just fucking working on our stuff, slowly sanding it and that. And then all we hear is shh. Then me and Josh just kind of look at each other.
Remember how I would always try and
look over where Aiden was and just see him putting all these 4 planks of wood together with masking tape.
remember when I was trying to stick those 2 pieces of wood together with string? It reminds me of something that happened at school, right? It was in year 6, right? We had to build something. I can't remember what it was, but I was having trouble sticking 4 pieces of wood together. You know why?
Why?
We had to use glue. And everybody was using super glue. I got the glue stick. I got into trouble for not doing it. I got a disappointment slip, right? And you know what that is? It's a piece of paper that says, I am disappointed in you. That's your punishment. And not only that, right, but at one point in the lesson, somebody snipped up my DT folder with scissors. And I got told off in front of the class. I was like, oh, yeah, but I didn't do anything. And my friends, said, no, Ashley, we saw you do it. I was like, are you guys, whose side are you on? Like, at all. And I actually reported the teacher and I got told to apologise to her because she didn't do anything wrong.
I remember in year 6 we were having like a sex education lesson. And the girls were in one room learning about periods and shit, and I was in the other. And I remember obviously I was really fucking immature, so I started laughing at one of the pictures because it was a dick.
You could never stop. You could never help that.
I think no, it was going through. It was like some are small but then get really big. Some are really big and then just don't get any bigger when they get hard. And I just fucking found me and Josh being we were pissing ourselves. We could not stop laughing. And then like the teacher looked in my direction and was like, Michael, would you like to come in front of this class and tell everyone what's so funny about penises?
Imagine, that reminds me of that all the time.
Come and tell me. Like, she just fucking said, come and tell me in front of the class what you
Tell you
so
what
funny
penises.
about penises.
You know what happened?
I spent the whole fucking 10 minutes staring at her with my mouth just wide open just because I was doing that trying not to laugh and my mouth was like open. I was like, I can't believe you think I would find that funny, miss. And then I had my mouth fucking open because I was trying so hard not to laugh.
You know what happened once? We had a sex ed lesson, right? And she gave us a leaflet with this guy with a boner, and she was like, "Now I know what you're all thinking. I can see that." And the thing in there, she said, "Make sure you've got two balls, because if you don't, one of them could become cancerous." And literally, like for the next week, like every single kid used to go to the toilet all the time just to check down their trousers all the time. I was like, "Why are you guys always so worried about this?" It's like,
Can you imagine only having one testicle?
no.
Weird, wouldn't it? That'd be like really weird. Like, I'm trying to. I can't even fucking think of it. That's weird.
Why would you even want to?
I don't know. You just started thinking of it. I remember once I also asked one of my teachers because they said to us, they said, "Oh, if anyone's got any questions that they'd like to ask in private, then come into the quiet room." That's where you got sent in.
The quiet room.
You got told off. It's just a room full of books. Like, there's a glass. It's like a room which is in. It separates two classrooms, but it's like made of glass, so you can fucking see straight through into the other classrooms. And it's got loads of books in it, so you feel like a right queer if you get fucking sent there. If you get told off and sent in there, all the other class will hear is the teacher shouting, and then they'll just see you stood in that room, like, and you'll be seen by two classes.
Oh, you know, in college, right? In the dance room, right? We went into the dance room to do to perform for our comedy skit that I was making, and obviously it never got finished. But one of the girls that I had to work with, because she decided to help me, she found a book, and do you know what the book was?
What?
A book about pole dancing. What was that doing in there?
In a primary school?
No, it was at college. A book about pole dancing.
What?
I remember one point.
I thought you said this was. I thought I misheard college for I don't ask me how, but I thought you were talking about primary school.
At one point, we had to colour in. We had to colour in Santa, right? And somebody coloured in black, and the teacher was like, "Excuse me, you do realise Santa is white, right?" And the person went, "But why can't Santa be any ethnicity?" That kid deserves a medal.
That's kind of bad for it to say, though, isn't it? He's white.
Oh, you know, there used to be this settee.
So how are you going to fucking argue with that bitch?
We used to have a settee in the teacher's classroom, and she used to like have a DS with like FIFA and all that. Somebody used to steal her DS games and put them down the side of the settee. And then my brother found it on the last day of school, and now it's his.
How can FIFA get any shitter?
It's like how you can get COD on the DS. Like, how does that work?
What?
Can't you get a Call of Duty game? You can get a Call of Duty game for the Game Boy, I'm pretty sure. That's like the worst port I've ever seen. Have you ever seen Driver 2 for the Game Boy Advance? It's like the worst port I've ever seen.
I actually liked Driver 2.
On the PS1 it was brilliant, and then the DS is like dun. Like it's the GBA version. It's the same tune, but it's terrible. It's butchered.
I love Driver 2. I love the police cars in it. Because you were a cop in it, weren't you?
Yeah.
But Driver 3 was the best, easily.
No, I always think Driver 2 was always the best one. Driver 3 just adds guns to a game that doesn't need to have guns on it.
Oh yeah, but
San Francisco is pretty good.
No, there were guns in Driver 2, weren't there? I remember you had like a pistol or something.
That was only in the cutscenes.
Right.
When you were running around, your shadow was holding a pistol.
When you was at the police station, didn't you like go through like shooting all the
No,
targets?
no, you're probably thinking of a different game. Because Driver 2, the only times you see guns is in cutscenes and in your sprite. Well, like when you're walking around, you're not holding anything, but your shadow is holding a gun.
That's weird.
And there used to be a bunch of bogus codes online saying if you press this button here, then you will unlock a gun. And one of them was like, if you delete your save file, you will get a gun. Who believes that?
But yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, it was that I got sent to that quiet room, and well, not because I got sent there, because they took us in there if we asked questions, and I asked her what a dildo was. I already knew what it was. I just wanted to see how far I could push her until I got told off for asking questions. And she just kind of looked at me and went, "You don't need to know what that is. Now go back in there and sit down."
There was this
Yeah, I was only like 10 years old.
we were doing Golden Time on the computers, and the whole the rule was do not play any game with blood, guts, and gore. This kid in year 6 went on the bloodiest, goriest kid zombie game you have ever seen.
Dude, was it that block game?
It might have been.
Oh, we used to play that all the time. It was on Congregate, wasn't it?
It might have been, yeah. Which one are you
Oh, that was
thinking of?
awesome. You could play two-player. Me and Josh used to play that. They didn't care what you went on, as long as you could actually go on that game as well. I'm gonna fucking search that. What is it? What was it?
I don't know.
I'm just gonna type in Congregate zombie game.
Have you ever played Blocks Forever? It's a puzzle game. Literally, the only thing I would ever play would be like Ultimate Flash Sonic, and that was it. Or I'd look up like Sonic 2 cheat codes for debug mode and Super Sonic, and that's when I found out the most fun you could ever have in a video game.
Yeah.
And I can do it now by the power of emulators. I can play Sonic 2 with Super Sonic whenever I want, and debug mode. It is the most fun I've had in a long time.
Oh, that's what it was. Boxhead.
What, Sift Heads?
No, Boxhead. Oh, that was a good game as well. That was.
Sift Heads, right?
That was stick
The
figures.
person who there was this person Melior. She was actually I think she was like, maybe it was the niece of the person who was a computer. She was like, she kept saying to people, if you don't stop bullying me, I'm going to ban Sift Heads, and then it will be all your fault. Oh, we were in like this youth club. Well, it wasn't really a youth club. It was a club you went to instead of going to a lesson at one point. And we went out to Ashby to a restaurant. I'm not even kidding.
Wow.
And then we went to a comic shop, and I bought a Simpsons comic from there,
Nice.
and I put it in my locker.
What's that game that's like zombies but blocks on Steam? I'm sure it's free. I'm just.
Un-
I'm
is
really
it?
bad
Oh
at
wait, I
games
think I know
on
what you
Steam,
mean.
so-
Unturned.
Oh, Unturned, yeah.
Yeah, because my brother plays it.
Yeah, you should like. You should get it. And I'm pretty sure it's shit, but you should get it just so we can play it together.
I wish we could. I wish we could play Pixelmon together. That'd be best. That'd be amazing.
Wait, what game?
Pixelmon. That Minecraft.
Sims.
No, Minecraft. The Minecraft Pixelmon thing. I really want to play it. Like, I want to make it a series, but I can't get
I've
it.
got Minecraft. I've just. Do you have Minecraft?
Well, we tried to get it once, but for some reason it wouldn't work.
Yeah. They're really fucking Minecraft servers are really fucking hard to run. I'll tell you that, they're bullshit. But me and Josh Bingley managed to get it working at some point. It was just really fucking hard.
This is gonna be the last day of the day. Haha, get it? No? Okay.
But yeah, if you want to try at some point, yeah.
Like, if I can get Minecraft and I can get Pixelmon, then we'll definitely do a series on it, but...
Yeah. That'll be some sexy ass shit. We should do that on turn as well. You should get it on Steam because it's free.
Oh, is it? I might do that, actually.
Yeah, just get
I'll
it.
give it a
and
go.
Play at some point. Piss around. Are you still recorded?
Yeah, I am at the moment, yeah.
Tell the audience that that they're gay.
Wow, really?
I'm really-
He said it!
It was not me. It was my alter ego, Mr. Brister's son,
Mr. Suderman.
Mr. Sudocrum. Why is there no sound option on this? Why can't I turn the fucking sound off? Great.
All of the things on these tacos do not make any sense. You know, the last video felt like a third wheeling video because you and DJ were talking about Counter-Strike, and I was like, here, guys, tacos, please.
Oh yeah. I was in the mood for some Counter-Strike. I haven't played that in ages.
More like you were in a mood to tell somebody to go eat a cactus.
Did I say that?
Yeah. I remember you said no, wait, it was somebody who told you to go eat a cactus, and you sent them a picture of you eating a cucumber.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Banned.
That was fucking. I remember I got banned for calling someone a faggot. It's like no shit. I just called them a faggot.
It's like on GTA, right? You're not allowed to be a bad sport on a game that's rated 18. You're not allowed to steal cars on a game that's named Grand Theft Auto.
It's a game about stealing cars and killing people for no reason.
Exactly. That's what I do on the PC version. I brutally murder every single civilian I come across. That's like the only thing I do. I always run them over.
Grand Theft Auto should be online. I've always liked it being a single player game.
Yeah, because everybody online kills you for no reason. San Andreas had a multiplayer mod, right?
Oh yeah, I've also got the Vice City one, but the Vice City one.
I have a mod for Vice City where I can save vehicles in the Marina car park.
Yeah.
You can save 40 vehicles down there. And it's pretty sweet. I did a video on it a while ago. Oh, you know my White 2 LP, right?
Yeah.
The finale has 0 likes and 2 dislikes, and I'm not surprised. It's a really bad video of me just complaining about the fact I can't win a match. I kept losing over and over again due to the stupid stuff happening. Like, even go check it now, it might have like 60 dislikes. Even though I've never got over 60 views on any of my videos. Actually, I have. On one of them.
What's the video again?
It's the go on my channel and go on the Pokemon White 2 randomizer playlist and look at the one that says Salty Fight.
Salty 5.
Yeah, Salty Fight. It's really, really bad. It's terrible. It has like 2 dislikes. I think I left a annotation saying, "Let's see how many dislikes we can get on this thing, boys." Because I really don't care.
Problem. That's why you got some. What's your name again? Tails Never Fails.
No, it's because I put that after I realised I had 2, and I thought, well, there's no real point in trying to get likes on this video in a particular. So I just thought, you know what? Let's try and get the most amount of dislikes on one of my videos, just on specifically that one.
What was your old channel?
Why do you need to know? There's nothing on it apart from maybe a few playlists actually.
You had like quite a few subscribers, didn't you?
I actually have I have 2 more subscribers on that channel than I do on my LP channel for some reason. I don't know why. Like, why? I don't do anything. I just post comments and make playlists. That's really all I do.
Yeah. Oh, what's this physics one? I'm gonna watch this GTA 5 physics quickly. I like the video for you. There you go.
I actually came across that by accident as well.
Physics. He's driving through a pole.
My filter just won't obey the laws of physics.
Yeah, it didn't look too laggy, to be honest, especially because you're recording.
It wasn't lagging at that point. Yeah, I did.
How the fuck did you get when did you get Watch Dogs 2?
It's my dad got it actually. He's I'm playing it on the PS4 when I do streams and stuff. I wish I could do a Minecraft stream with you one day. Like we could do like Minecraft Unfailed or something, maybe.
We could if you want. Oh, you've got a. We could if you want. I could make a server for us at some point.
Yeah, I've got this series called Minecraft Unfailed, where when I fail, I will end the series.
Oh, we could do it in hardcore. There's loads of people that say like Minecraft's a shit game. It's alright. It's not my favourite game, but it's alright to play. It's fun when you got friends. I'd never play it single player.
I have. I've played it alone. It gets boring after a while, though.
Yeah, I'd never play it single player because it just gets boring. But me and Josh play it. Well, we used to play it quite frequently. I haven't talked to him.
I hear screaming in the background. There's somebody being murdered.
Yeah, the kids are weird. What episode was it? Because I'm looking through the whites.
It's the final one. It's called Salty Fight. It's the finale, right at the end of the playlist. Right at the bottom.
It's Finding Marlon. I can't believe it.
Finding Marlon. Get it? Because he's a water-type gym leader. Salty Fight.
I'm gonna equalize the well, not equalize it, but there you go. Liked.
You liked the video? What have you done?
To dislike it for you.
Wouldn't it be really funny if that was like? Wouldn't it be really funny if that would be one video with 1 like and like 1,000,000 dislikes?
Yeah. Do you want me to dislike it for you?
If you want, go ahead.
It'll be the only dislike video I've got on my channel because I don't like to dislike. Because the thing is, if you
I
don't
dislike videos if
something
they're
someone
pathetic.
it might be content that you just don't like, but other people do. So I never.
I only dislike videos that are absolutely horrible, where it's like, this is how you do it in a game. Wah! That is all. Do you remember that thing where I don't remember what it was, but then it just linked you to a thing that said, "I've just wasted 10 seconds of your life." Like, what even was that? I once I found this video, right? It was this guy saying, it was this kid, like real squeaky, was like, "Alright guys, so this is how you get a shiny Pokemon without using action replay. So without using your action replay, so first you have to get your action replay." I was like, okay, so how am I supposed to get it without action replay by using an action replay? That doesn't work. That completely defies everything. Tomato topper. Now, I went from being a tomato topper to a cheese champ. That is not the kind of title I would want, cheese champ. My first, out of all my Takamia videos, I think the first episode is the most popular.